Oh, and welcome back to Shadow Generations with me, Matthew Caddis, aka Puggy. So, we will actually revisit the second act of Kingdom Valley. Of course, that means, again, this means going up here again. And if you want to know why I'm doing this again, this is another level I had to re-record, just like with Act 2 of, I don't even say it. No, brain's gone, so I'm not going to either bother, so yeah. So, indeed, to look at the map, you can see there's a full map there. That would not be the case if this wasn't a completed game, so to speak. Almost, I guess, because, yeah. Anyway, Kingdom Valley is located over this way, I guess. Indeed, we're going to Act 2. We already went through Act 1 last time. And indeed, this one, well, we'll see. This one's a bit shorter, I guess. And it's a bit more 2D as well. Seriously. Like, if there's anything that's weird about Shadow Generations, some of the things does remind me a lot of Sonic Colors. Only with better boosting and, I guess, less of the wisps, because Shadow has the Doom powers, of course. Not that he uses them much outside of levels, some of them are quite gimmicky. I mean, Doom Surf and Doom Morph definitely are. I mean, I haven't morphed yet, and we haven't got to that yet either. So, down here, and boost along here as well. Then get through there, I guess. Then, yeah, wall jumping is also quite a bit more fun in this game as well. Keep in mind, Kingdom Valley, as I've mentioned many times before, does actually slow down in Sonic 06 due to the inclusion of Silver in Sonic's level. Seriously. Yeah. I wonder how long before we do get a Silver the Hedgehog game. Probably not, and after all, given the status of Silver being from the future for one thing. But never mind that, let's go through here then. And yeah, I do like how you can actually homing attack the thing there. Just be careful of the crutches. Okay, maybe my comparison with Sonic Colors wasn't all that out after all, because I mean, look at the removing things. Those were definitely a thing in Asteroid Coaster. Seriously. The crushers were definitely, and also Starlight Carnival for that matter, seriously. The only difference is Shadow does have the ability to use Chaos Control, which may well be better than, in my opinion at least, than any Wisp power. Even though, as I say, I still do like the Wisp powers in Colors. Although Rhythm can go... Oh no, that was Lost World, wasn't it? Okay, never mind. Okay, now here is where I died there. Yeah, instant death there, by the way. Chaos Control is probably your friend there. Although if you don't have Chaos Control, then you're probably screwed here. Seriously. Although boosting does help as well, I guess. Seriously, that definitely helps actually, and then get out of the way of that, because I don't want to get crushed again. That's the bane of my existence in any Sonic game other than maybe the bottomless pit in Mystic Cave Zone. And yeah, this is definitely out of Colors. I should have really used Chaos Control here, but never mind. Maybe I'll build up enough Chaos Energy to do so through these robots and everything. In fact, yes, there is enough to get Chaos Control. So, why the hell do I not use it? I do not know, but it's the only way to outrun the door, seriously. You've been slacking there, Shadow. Yeah, especially since what happens in the fight against Sonic. And no, you don't actually get to fight Sonic in Shadow Generations, which is a damn shame because it's easily one of my favorite things in Sonic Generations, the fight against Sonic and Shadow. But no, it plays out as a cutscene of all things. Seriously. But never mind, we'll go on. And what else can I say? Not much, really. Seriously, the level design does remind me of Colors, though, here. Yeah, for everything that they do in the first act, with Black Doom especially, the second acts, well, not all of them, but a lot of them, most especially Kingdom Valley Act 2, just, I don't know, they just remind me too much of Colors. That's not always a good thing, even though I did like Sonic Colors. Although I do like the bungee physics with the ropes. Seriously, and as soon as this level started, it's finished. Still longer than Sonic Forces, I'll say that. Anyway, that being said, let's see what happens next then. Well, actually we're going to the challenge acts next. So yeah, a lot more of that to come. And also we have a boss fight to come, and it is one that I don't know what to think about this, because it's one that's severely downgraded from its original thing, seriously. Anyway, that being said, on to one of the challenge acts, seemingly. So here, no, it seems like I am homing attacking all of these things. I'm guessing this is a challenge, and should have really looked, but it does test your ability to use the homing attack, which is good. And I do like the grinding. I do like me some grinding there. Okay, so we have to collect a certain number of rings, maybe 100 rings. Okay, so the challenge acts are a bit too generic even in Shadow Generations. Shame, as I do like the main levels, seriously. At least I'll say this, Sonic Generations did have the better challenge acts. Even with the music being a thing, there are a lot more hazards in the way as well in this one, because of the fact that you are collecting rings and you can lose them fairly easily as well. As well as those robots just being there. Yeah, look at all of those Eggman's robots. Anyway, that being said, oh, there's a thing I missed. And then you have to homing attack the eagle there at the bottom. Yeah, I don't know how many eagles will be there, but finally got onto the eagle just about before it flew away. Okay, over there, I guess. Okay, this is why I like Shadow Generations, though, seriously. Just the whole fun of playing the game. Seriously, and as soon as we started, and then I only just get up to like 100 rings there. Just by about 7 there, seriously. Next up is Sunset Heights with a challenge that was in, dare I say, Sonic Generations, the 1 ring challenge. Same thing applies, you only have 1 ring, and if you take a hit, then it's up to you to survive. And I think I do lose this ring fairly early on in the level as well, which is not great, to be honest. Seriously, this is like a gauntlet against for Shadow, seemingly. Seriously, that's why I lose that ring. It just bounces off into the abyss there, all because I wanted that token. Seriously. Don't think these things move a little slower, I'll say that. But not much else I can say there, seriously. I don't know if the tokens go away once you get them, but we'll see. So yeah. And yeah, if you want to know why I use so little of the music, it is the way you actually get the music in the game. I've already mentioned the chess, but also the giant musical notes do return from, dare I even say it, Sonic Generations. They're back, so at least that's something. But how do I say this? They are harder to track down, some of them, because they land in the most inopportune of places, and some of them just stick around. One of them goes up, for example, to a high tower, and it's a music one, so you know how I feel about changing my music. One of my favourite things about Sonic Generations was the ability to change music. Just a shame the Mega Drive music was a bit more like MIDI music you'd expect on a Windows PC or something. Well, maybe that's a bit unfair, no, but it was a bit better quality, but it was MIDI music, seriously. But never mind that now. Let's go over here. At least compared to the originals, I mean, granted, the music from the Sonic Advance games, which sadly, thanks to Atari, can't be re-released on THQ as well. They are pretty much in limbo. I wouldn't mind those games getting a re-release, seriously. And is that a reference to the Sonic 2 special stages? Seriously, that huge ring of spike balls reminds me of those bomb enemies. Bad memories, man, bad memories. But yeah, so it's harder to chase down things, so that's why I'm reusing a lot of music. Seemingly, I haven't even got to one where you're actually surfing. But never mind, let's get our things. And indeed, yeah, that's going to be the approach to challenge acts I will do. Because I don't want to go over the same ones too often, if you know what I mean. And there, that one behaves the thing. It's a bit harder to chase them down because White Space is in 3D, not 2D, so that's also a real pain in the bum. Seriously. Although before I go on, yay, more artwork, and it kind of looks like Sonic Adventure 2, which I'm happy with. Anyway, that being said, I think I'll leave it there. So on the next episode, we will go to, well, we'll face the boss, which, if you played Sonic Heroes, you'll know who it is, and this game as well, so I'll see you then. Goodbye!